Good morning. I'm Don Merritt, and this is a Sunday reflection. In fact, this is our very first ever in this series, and I'm glad you're here. I thought maybe since this is the first one, we kind of go back to something that's pretty basic, and that is, who can we trust? We live in funny times, and I don't know about you, but sometimes it seems like it's hard to find anybody we can trust. And that includes public institutions, news commentators, our leaders. Is anybody telling the truth? I don't know. I don't know. Not even the so-called experts can be trusted anymore. At least that's what I think, because how many times over the last several years have they turned out to be absolutely wrong? Well, a lot. But there is one we can trust. One who never lies, who never lets us down, who always keeps his promises, and just as importantly, always remembers his promises. And of course, I'm talking about God. God is trustworthy, always. We can put our hope in him, our faith in him, our trust in him, and he doesn't let us down. But you know, there's something else about that whole subject that's kind of interesting. You see, the Bible makes it very clear that God doesn't care so much about whether we check off every rule. He doesn't expect us to be perfect. He doesn't expect us to know every song in the hymnal or to speak the perfect Christianese on Sunday morning. What he wants from us is a people who will trust him, not themselves, which is to say, it's not for me to put my trust in me. It's up to me to put my trust in him. That's what God wants. And the funny thing about that is, when we put our faith in him and follow his ways by his leading and his strength, we don't have to worry about the rule book, because we'll be right in the middle of his will. And I think it's important for all of us to reflect on that. And that's our Sunday reflection for this week. Thank you so much for being with us, and I hope to see you right back here next time for another Sunday reflection.